waves in the business world, AI and its impact on leadership.
Yeah, it's a hot topic for sure. AI is no longer just a futuristic concept. It's rapidly becoming a reality for leaders across industries.
We're diving into a Forbes article from January 26, 2025, titled Three Ways AI is Redefining Leadership and Management.
Sounds intriguing.
It is. The article really gets you thinking about how AI is not just another tool, but a force that's reshaping how organizations operate and how leaders make decisions.
Yeah, it's really changing the game in terms of what it means to be an effective leader in today's world.
So let's jump right in. The article starts by talking about AI as an efficiency engine.
Right, AI taking over those tedious tasks that can bog down leaders, like scheduling meetings, compiling reports, even answering routine emails.
It sounds like a dream come true.
It kind of is. The article highlights a company called Pono.ai as a great example. They've developed a platform that streamlines operations and even generates actionable roadmaps for businesses.
So leaders can finally say goodbye to those never-ending to-do lists.
Exactly. They can free up their time and energy to focus on what really matters, strategy, innovation, and big picture thinking.
That's what Dalton Locke, the CEO of Piano.ai, was saying, right? Something about removing barriers so leaders can act faster and make smarter decisions.
Yeah, that's spot on. It's not just about doing things faster, though. It's about making more informed decisions with the help of AI.
And that's where AI-driven analytics come in. I was really fascinated by that section of the article.
Me too. It's incredible how AI can provide real-time insights and predictive modeling. It's like having a crystal ball that can help leaders anticipate challenges and spot opportunities.
So instead of relying on gut instinct, leaders can make decisions based on solid data.
Exactly. And that's a game changer. It can reduce risk, open up new avenues for growth, and help leaders be more proactive instead of just reacting to situations.
That's what struck me as well, this ability to shift from a reactive to a proactive leadership style.
Right. It's about anticipating market shifts, customer trends, even potential problems within the organization before they arise.
It's like having a superpower.
In a way, it is AI is giving leaders the ability to see the future and make decisions that position them for success.
Okay, but here's a question that popped into my head as I was reading the article. What about creativity? Won't relying too heavily on data stifle innovation?
That's a common concern. But the article actually argues the opposite. It suggests that AI can actually boost creativity by taking over the heavy lifting of research and analysis.
Really, I'm intrigued. Tell me more.
Think about it. AI can sift through massive amounts of data, identify patterns that humans might miss, and generate ideas based on that data. That frees up leaders to focus on the big idea, thinking the brainstorming, the truly creative aspects of their work.
So instead of getting bogged down in the details, AI can help leaders unleash their creativity.
Exactly. The article even gives examples of how AI is being used to draft marketing strategies and simulate customer interactions. It's like having an AI brainstorming partner.
It sounds like a leader's dream come true.
It's pretty close, and it raises a really important question. How do we best integrate AI into our creative processes? How do we, as the MIT Sloan experts put it, harmonize artificial and human insights for optimal creative outcomes?
That's a question every leader needs to be thinking about.
Absolutely. Finding the right balance between human intuition and AI-driven insights will be key to fostering innovation in the years to come.
This has been a great overview of how AI is transforming leadership from efficiency to decision-making to creativity.
And that's just the tip of the iceberg. There's so much more to explore when it comes to the impact of AI on teams and the future of leadership skills.
And that's exactly what we'll be diving into in the next part of our deep dive. Stay tuned.
Ah,
All right, so we're back, and we just scratched the surface of how AI is changing the leadership game. But now I'm really curious about something you mentioned earlier, the impact of AI on teams.
yeah, that's where things get even more interesting. The Forbes article dives into some really cool examples of AI tools that are already transforming team dynamics.
Like, give me the inside scoop.
Well, there's this platform called 8XLR8. Have you heard of it?
Rings a bell. But I'm not super familiar.
It's specifically designed for team collaboration, and it's tackling a major pain point for a lot of organizations: silos. You know, those barriers that prevent teams from communicating and working together effectively.
Oh yeah, silos can be a nightmare.
Totally. So what 8XLR8 does is use AI to break down those silos and facilitate cross-functional communication.
So like an AI-powered facilitator that keeps everyone in the loop.
Pretty much. And it goes beyond just communication. AI can also help identify individual strengths and skills gaps within a team.
Wow. So you could use AI to assemble the perfect team for any project.
That's the idea. It takes the guesswork out of team building and ensures that everyone's working to their strengths.
That would be a game changer. But what about the human element? Don't we still need strong leaders to guide and motivate their teams?
Absolutely. The article emphasizes that even with AI handling more operational tasks, there's still a critical need for strong human leadership.
So it's not about AI taking over completely.
Not at all. It's about finding the right balance between human skills and AI capabilities.
So what kind of skills will be most important for leaders in this AI-driven world?
The article highlights qualities like empathy, emotional intelligence, and the ability to inspire and motivate, those uniquely human skills that AI can't replicate.
It makes sense.
Oh,
You can't program a machine to have empathy or to understand human emotions.
exactly. Those skills are going to become even more valuable as AI takes over more routine tasks.
So the future of leadership is about honing those human skills and using AI as a tool to amplify them.
Precisely. The article quotes Rasmus Hugard and Jacqueline Carter from Harvard Business Review. They say that leaders with high awareness, wisdom, and compassion are far more ready to become AI-augmented leaders.
AI-augmented leaders, I like that. It perfectly captures this idea of humans and AI working together.
It does, and it highlights the fact that AI is a tool, not a replacement for human leadership.
But it's a powerful tool, one that has the potential to transform the way we lead and the way we work.
Absolutely. It's an exciting time to be a leader. And it's up to us to shape the future of leadership in this AI-driven world.
I completely agree. This has been a fascinating conversation, and I'm already thinking about how I can apply these insights to my own leadership style.
Me too. It's clear that AI is here to stay, and the leaders who embrace it will be the ones who thrive in the years to come.
So what's the next step in our deep dive? Where do we go from here?
Well, we've explored how AI is impacting efficiency, decision-making, creativity, and team dynamics. But there's one more piece of the puzzle that we need to discuss: the future of leadership skills and how leaders can adapt to this rapidly changing landscape.
That sounds like the perfect topic for the final part of our deep dive. Can't wait to delve into it. So we've covered a lot of ground in this deep dive into AI and leadership. It's clear that AI is poised to revolutionize the way we lead and the way we work. But where do we go from here? How do we make sure we're using this powerful technology responsibly and effectively?
Those are the million-dollar questions. The Forbes article touched on some key considerations, but there's still so much to explore and unpack.
Like what specifically? What are some of the biggest challenges and opportunities that leaders need to be thinking about as they navigate this AI-driven world?
Well, one of the things that keeps coming up for me is this idea of ethical leadership in the age of AI. We've talked about the need for empathy, emotional intelligence, and human-centered leadership. But what does that actually look like in practice? How do we ensure that AI is used in a way that aligns with our values and that benefits everyone, not just a select few?
It's a huge responsibility and one that I think a lot of leaders are still grappling with.
It's new territory for all of us. There's no roadmap or rule book for how to navigate the ethical implications of AI. So it's going to require a lot of open discussion, critical thinking, and a willingness to learn and adapt as we go.
It's about having those tough conversations, asking the hard questions, and being willing to challenge our own assumptions about what it means to be a good leader in this rapidly evolving landscape.
Exactly. And it's about recognizing that AI is not a silver bullet. It's a tool that can amplify our leadership abilities, but can also amplify our biases and blind spots if we're not careful.
So we need to be incredibly mindful of how we design, develop, and deploy AI systems.
Absolutely. And that's where the human element comes in. We need leaders who understand both the power and the limitations of AI leaders, who can ask the right questions, identify potential risks, and ensure that AI is used in a way that serves humanity, not the other way around.
So it's not about choosing between humans and machines. It's about finding the right balance between human intelligence and artificial intelligence.
Precisely. It's about leveraging the strengths of both to create a future where AI enhances our lives and helps us become better, more effective, and more compassionate leaders.
That's a powerful vision.
Yeah.
And it requires us to think beyond just the technical aspects of AI and consider the broader societal implications.
Absolutely. We need to be thinking about how AI will impact the workforce, the economy, and even our democracy. We need to be asking ourselves tough questions about who benefits from AI, who's left behind, and how we can ensure that AI is used to create a more just and equitable world.
A lot to consider.
Yeah.
But I think it's essential that we have these conversations now before AI becomes so deeply embedded in our lives that it's too late to course correct.
I couldn't agree more. The future of leadership is not just about adapting to AI. It's about shaping AI to reflect our values and aspirations for a better future.
So what's your biggest takeaway from all of this? What's the one thing you hope listeners will walk away with after listening to this deep dive?
That's a great question. I think if I had to sum it up in one sentence, I'd say this. The future of leadership is not about being replaced by AI. It's about using AI to become the best, most human-centered leaders we can be.
That's a powerful message, and one that I think is incredibly relevant for leaders at all levels and in all industries.
It's a message that I hope will inspire leaders to embrace the possibilities of AI while remaining grounded in their values and their commitment to serving others.
I think that's a perfect note to end on. So as we wrap up this deep dive into AI and the future of leadership, I want to thank you for joining us and for engaging in this important conversation.
It's been a pleasure, and I hope this has sparked some new ideas and insights for you as you navigate the evolving world of leadership in the age of AI.
Remember, the future is not something that happens to us. It's something we create. And by embracing the power of AI responsibly and ethically, we can create a future where technology